Yes, now, ladies and gentlemen, today is July 22nd. First things first, about July 22nd, it's my boy Johnny's birthday. So, happy birthday, Johnny! Everyone wish Johnny a happy birthday. If you know Johnny, say it to him now. But also, because it's July 22nd, that means Misfits X Series 008 is today, and everyone knows I'm a big fan of the Misfits X Series, obviously. And today's a special one because it's the first time they're trying out a new concept. Last time they tried out a new concept, it was tag team boxing, and well, let's just say that went off pretty well because the tag team boxing was great, and they had people like B. Dave and Pineda. Pineda, a pro boxer, not the best pro boxer because he got smashed by KSI, and everyone thought he was trashy and turned out to be good. And B. Dave obviously entertaining. But this time, it's a survivor tag, 4 men, free for all. One person tags it, 2 people start, right? They can tag in and out. If a person refuses to tag, they're eliminated. If a person gets knocked down, they're eliminated. If a person gets knocked out, obviously they're eliminated. And it's basically last man standing. But obviously, it can't go on forever, right? There is a chance that they can't knock everyone down. So it will go for 4 rounds, and then at the end of 4 rounds, there'll be obviously scorecards. The referee will give everyone either a 10 or a 9 based on the round. So then there'll obviously have to be a winner. But the 4 people in that is my guy Swarms. Everyone knows I'm a fan of Swarms, even though I rooted against them for KSI and Deji because they're my boys. But like, I like Swarms. I've watched his journey. He's not a bad rapper whatsoever. Nick LMAO, last episode, Nick LMAO was against Jay Swingler, and what a performance he had. We thought it was going to be an easy fight for Jay Swingler, and it really just wasn't. Nick LMAO made it hard for him, and a lot of people said Nick LMAO won the fight, but like watching it, you realise Jay just snuck the fight in there. There's also B. Dave, entertaining guy, hits quite hard. Then Ryan Johnston. Ryan Johnston, what's he like? The half brother of Austin McBroom. Last saw him on the TikTok versus YouTube card, and he's quite a weird guy. He talks about crystals. He acts weird. He's a bit backwards. He's a bit different. So for that, obviously, I'm gonna root for Swarms. He's my guy. But if I have to put a prediction in there, I think Ryan Johnston and B. Dave get eliminated. And honestly, I think it goes all the rounds, and it ends up being Swarms and Nick LMAO at the end of the 4 rounds, going to the judges' scorecards between them 2. Because it's going to be very hard, because Nick can stand in the middle and trade, but Swarms is quite technical. So, like, yeah. A lot of people are saying B. Dave's good, but, like, well, I've saw power. His technical ability isn't quite there. He's got power. But, he can maybe dogfight, but I see him getting knocked down because I think he's a bit smaller than the others, you know what I mean? And Ryan Johnston's just not all there, is he? So, like, I'm rooting for my guy Swarms, but I think it's going to be between Swarms and Nick LMAO. Now, the co-main event was Dean the Great with a mystery tag team partner in a tag team match against IPAP and Yurigang TV. Now, Yurigang TV and IPAP, that's an interesting team. No one saw coming, but it works, I guess. And then everyone's like, oh, so they've got two concepts that they've tried out. Tag team boxing and mystery opponent, and they put them in one. Here's the thing, that in the build-up, there was a lot of talk that what if Dean the Great's tag partner is his rival Waleed Shocks? And they were saying, oh no, they wouldn't do that. Dean's like, if that happens, it ain't happening. The match ain't happening. Lo and behold, they revealed Dean the Great's mystery tag team partner, and it's Waleed Shocks. Now, for me, this is amazing. Like, for the viewers, it's like, who doesn't want to watch the 2 rivals who are very good at this scene as well, very good boxers and entertaining as well, Dean the Great and Waleed Shocks? Who doesn't want to watch them go at it? You know what I mean? So that's that. They're tag team partners now, but Dean's reaction was, it wasn't good. They've been fighting more each other than their tag team than their opponents. So that won't always be good. We don't know how it's going to turn out on fight night. They could end up fighting each other, but if they do manage to work together, that's an easy Waleed and Dean dub, if I'm being honest with you. If I'm being honest. But yeah, that's entertaining. I'm rooting for Dean and Waleed because I like Dean and Waleed. Dean's been getting a bit annoying recently. Like, he's been picking fights with everyone, being like, oh, give me my mic, trying to snatch mics, trying to go, oh, this is my show, I should be main event, all this, and we've just been wanting that Waleed and Dean rematch, and we're just not getting it. So I hope this tag team match happens, So then it sparks the flame for Dean versus Wally 2. Now, no fight, Paul Bamba taking on Anthony Taylor. I love Anthony Taylor. I didn't used to, but I do now. I've caught on to him. His entertainment got me. He's a decent boxer. I just didn't like how they put him in there 3 rounds with Pappy, and he said he'd make it a dogfight, and he never did. He just clinched and tapped. Like, to me, that's not a dogfight, right? He's just sneaking in little punches to win on the scorecards. He's not actually fighting the guy, you know what I mean? So it just didn't feel right. But this time with Paul Bamba, who disappointed us all, because we all thought Paul Bamba was going to be very good because he was set up to fight Tommy Fury. Thought it never happened. Then he got Chris Avila, and he just lost. And we were like, for a pro, for one of the first like pros to be on Misfits, he's not that good. So I'm picking Anthony Taylor. I think Anthony Taylor's going to beat him anyway, and I want Anthony Taylor to win. But I want an Anthony Taylor knockout because we never get it. Anthony Taylor's had all these fights in MMA and boxing. We've never seen Anthony Taylor knockout. Never. And he's fought some easy guys to knock out, you know what I mean? He's fought very hard guys before, yeah, but he could have got knockouts before, you know what I mean? I want an Anthony Taylor knockout because we never see that. Now, we have the let's see, BKFC heavyweight champion, was it Alan Belcher or something? Cannot remember his name, but he's a heavyweight champion. The reason I was looking forward to this fight is because obviously he was fighting Hasim Martin Jr. and I like Hasim Martin Jr. I was respecting the journey ever since the Jake Paul, and it never happened. And I watched him against Greg Hardy. I was devastated. I was waiting for the Vitor Belfort fight. Never happened. I was waiting for plenty of other fights that never happened. And then this one was actually going to happen. We got to fight week, and Hasim Martin Jr. suffered a hyperextension injury and couldn't fight. Then it was going to be some other fighter who never showed up. So then now, Chase DeMoss ran his mouth, and Chase DeMoss bagged himself a fight with him. I'm sorry. Chase DeMoss, just like, from his disappointing performance in his first fight against Josh Bruckner, he all of a sudden just turned a switch and started becoming this entertaining character, and everyone's like, oh yeah, Chase DeMoss great, before they were calling him a disgrace. He's not funny, he's annoying, and I don't really think he can box out well. I mean, looking at the Stevie Knight fight, I mean, he did, to be fair, he did knock him out, but then he just started punching him on the ground like, what was that about? You know, that he's like, oh, he got a ban from boxing, but he got banned for 3 months, and in those 3 months, he's not going to have a second fight, is he? So, of course, his ban's up, and of course, he's going to take that fight. So now we've got Chase DeMoss versus the BKFC fighter, and I honestly hope Chase DeMoss gets knocked out. I'm sorry, I can't stand the guy. And let's be honest, he's not winning. He's just not winning, okay? There's other fights which I don't really know that well, because I don't really know the people, to be honest. There's one more I'll talk about, which is the main event of the prelims, which is Corn versus Unbet 2, and obviously they fought on the first prelims, and kind of like surprised everyone because it was kind of an entertaining fight. They were both trash, but like it was entertaining, you know what I mean? Corn had some sort of weird... Corn didn't know how to throw a punch, but knew how to like dodge and shit. He was like, ooh, don't touch me, but Unbet ended up winning. So they decided, because it was a close fight, they're going to run it back, and they're running it back for the second time. I like rematches. Let's just see it happen. I'm actually excited. And they might have got better this time. They're in better shape this time, so it might actually be better. So that's my predictions. Probably be here, not even this time, tomorrow, and for the reactions, and probably maybe a rant, because that seems to happen a lot now, doesn't it? Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
I'ma keep it easy for scratch tracks that won't please me. I let that song do the talking. I know you ain't getting away, you ain't walking. Like at the gym, I'm lifting weights. I'ma keep it going at a steady pace.